Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video for me because this is something that I don't do often, and it's a bit of a dramatic, bold look, but again keeping it with my style. So this is the KKW and Mario palette look. When I saw this palette, I really wanted to create something that I wouldn't normally think of creating. I didn't want to go for something quite obvious, so I'm really happy with how this turned out, so I hope you guys enjoy it too. And yeah, let's get right into the look. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Barcelona. And I'm going to apply that with one of my favorite foundation brushes. This is the Kat Von D powder brush in the number 25. It's actually for powder, but it works perfectly for foundation. My model for today is the beautiful Shaika. You might have recognized her. I did a video with her on my channel before as well. And again, I'm just going to smooth a very thin layer all over the skin to give her a nice even coverage, and taking care of what needs to be corrected with concealer after. But I'm going to start with contouring her skin, and this is the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks in the shade Mocha. And this is to add structure back into the face and to contour her as well. And by now you know the points that I like to contour: the cheekbones, forehead, tip of the nose, and the chin and jawline. And I'm going to blend that in with my foundation brush because it already has some foundation left over and it blends it perfectly. By the way, Shaika's skin is very similar to mine. We have quite textured skin where it can be a bit oily and have leftover scarring from acne. So I don't really want to cake up the foundation or anything because it's not really going to cover any acne scars, let's be realistic. But we can mattify it to give it more of a matte look so you don't see as much scarring as you usually would. For concealer, I'm a bit on a NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer kick lately. That's pretty much what I've been using. And I'm going to be using the shade Ginger and Biscuit mainly. The other one I can't pronounce, but the other one is very close to her skin tone. I use Biscuit to color correct because it's very peachy, so I'm going to use that very sparingly on the dark areas of her face. And I'm going to blend that into the skin using a damp beauty blender. Now, because I went light on the foundation, I can go heavier on the concealer, which is what I usually like to do anyway. So I'm going to be using the shade that's close to her skin tone and concealing the high points of the face, and basically on top of anywhere where we added the corrector. And then I'm going to use Ginger as her brightening shade. So this is basically going to highlight her skin and give it more of that 3D look, if that makes sense. And again, blending everything together with a damp beauty blender again. This step is optional if you have textured skin. This step is quite optional. This step is optional if you have textured skin, but I'm going to use a cream blush before I do powder. And again, this is the Makeup Forever HD blush in the shade 230, one of my favorites. Applying that on the cheeks and bridge of the nose and chin to give life back to the face because we went a bit heavy on the concealer. To set and bake, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and I'm going to apply that heavily under the eyes and basically any points I want to highlight on the face. As we let that powder bake, I'm going to be doing her brows, and this is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil number 6. Again, this is what I've been pretty much obsessed with lately. Again, this is my favorite along with the Nabla Brow Divine brow pencils. Those are amazing as well. And as you can see, she has beautiful brows, but I really want to make them even bolder without going too crazy because the focus is going to be all on the eyes today. To set that in place, I'm going to be using the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and this is a clear brow gel, and just brush through the hairs. As an eyeshadow base, I'm taking the Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Color in the shade Terra, which is a terracotta orange color. And I'm going to apply that all over the lid, and it's going to mattify her lids and obviously create a really nice base for eyeshadow as well. I'm going to start off with creating the eyeliner shape, and I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon in the shade Out of the Blue, which is an electric blue color. And these eyeliners are amazing if you want really pigmented, creamy liners, but you have to work fast because once they set, they do not move. So I'm just going to create the basic liner shape that I want and smudge it out with a pencil brush. This is a Wayne Goss pencil brush. And I'm going to go right into the KKW Beauty Mario palette. And I'm going to take that beautiful blue, which is called Libra, and taking that with a Ray Morris pencil brush, I'm going to push it into the liner and create a wing and bring it into the crease And with this technique, I'm feathering it out and creating a cut crease so I'm not going on the eyelid itself. Then I'm going to take the shade Miami and Decade and mix them together to create a perfect skin tone color that gradiates from like light cream to her actual skin tone. Next, I'm going to dip into the Albanian shade and I'm taking a MAC 228S brush, which is a synthetic brush. And I'm going to smudge that color on the lower lash line. Taking that same color, I'm going to go in the crease and connect it to the blue that I did. Again, keeping it a very cut crease shape. And I'm going to take my Wayne Goss pencil brush again and kind of blend the two together right in the middle. Because I don't want to fade the blue a lot, I'm going to go back with my Ray Morris pencil brush and put more blue in the connecting crease as well. And to finish it off, I'm going to take the shade 2008, which is a shimmery pearl color, and putting it in the inner corner of the eye. And I'm going to take a bit of my NARS eye kohl in the shade Mambo in the waterline, which is a chocolate brown. Dust off any of the excess bake. And I'm lining her lips with the MAC lip pencil in the shade Spice and filling it in slightly. I'm not filling it all the way because then I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Hepburn Honey, which is a very warm nude. And I'm going to apply that in the center and blend it in with a lip brush. And this is a Makeup Forever lip brush. And I won't be using any lashes because the look is so dramatic. If I do any lashes, it's going to be a bit too much. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Paradise Extatic Mascara, which is an amazing mascara. And then to set that cream contour, I'm taking my Kat Von D Shade and Light Powder Contour Palette and just dipping into the middle shade and contouring and warming up her skin. And I'm doing that with a MAC 129 brush. And then I'm going to take a MAC 217 short brush and contouring her nose with that as well. For blush, again, I'm using my Wow by Wujou Blush Up, which is my favorite blush, in the shade Maple Melody and Sandy Rose. And I'm applying that with a Wayne Goss Airbrush brush. I'm going to highlight her face with the Fenty highlighter in the shade Hustler Baby. This is the mini one. And I'm just going to use a Wayne Goss brush for that. These don't have any names, so I can't really tell which ones they are. And I'm going to set the skin with MAC Fix Plus. So that's a final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed watching this. There are more videos coming. I filmed one that's just concentrating on skin as well. And if you want to see more colorful looks, let me know in the comments below, and like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. It really helps me out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for all the support. Bye.